Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in. If it is your first time watching, my name is Palesa and thank you so much for tuning in. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome back to Navigating Life with Bali. Today I'll be talking to you guys about navigating therapy. To be precisely, I'll be talking to you guys about therapists, my journey with therapists. Um, so yeah, like real big trick. I have had counseling before, from I don't know if I should say it, but from ICAS. ICAS, yes, probably this is very helpful. So ICAS is an organization where they are therapists, and many companies, especially like big companies, they cover their workers for that benefit to have like therapy. So it covers the the worker one and the beneficiaries. So I was able to get therapy because of that then, but I didn't last because um, I battled to open up, and my mom was starting to even like you know wonder why I want therapy, and so on. So I think I eventually stopped. Then everything came back with trick, and also metric pressure. Then I had to seek for help, but now I didn't have the benefits anymore because my mom was no longer working. So I knew that it would be very hard for me. Firstly, I knew that I didn't have money to pay, and I didn't really know that you can get one for free. I didn't know that. So me trying, I was really trying to see if I was really trying to see what I can get. So I googled places. Most of those places, their numbers don't work. If you're a therapist and you're watching this, please make sure that your number works. Like especially the ones that you put on your websites, guys. And I emailed some, and yeah, those I don't think I found find I don't think I found anything there, except like the private ones that I knew that were private. And I would ask how much is a consultation. They're like, no, just come for your first session, then we will discuss that then. And I was just uh, like I'm asking because I really don't have the money. So you can't not tell me the price, so I would not go there. So, and then my aunt's friend, who is industrial psychologist, um, then started, then my aunt asked her to have a session with me virtually. Then I explained what I was feeling. I didn't have terms for what I was feeling at that time. And then she was like, okay, judging from what you're saying, I think you have a lot of anxiety, and you would probably need like a clinical psychologist, and probably a psychiatrist. And she gave me like coping mechanisms, which worked. For that time it worked. However, it was not enough. I had to like get like a psychologist, and she couldn't take me in. Yeah, people's boundaries are people's boundaries. However, she did try to help me find one. She was like, oh, there's something I saw, please try it, because she also understood that I was not paying. I didn't have money to pay. So I remember oh I remember then her letting me know that I can find a psychologist in hospitals, like in hospitals there psychologists are free. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Then I went to the nearest hospital, you know, and I went there for a consultation, and whew, okay, found a therapist, a psychologist rather. Um, and when I do this, I'm checking if it's still recording. So, and then I found her. Okay, I didn't like the lady. She was very jumpy, and she was just very jumpy, and yeah, you know. However, she did say that she can't also take me in. I think she was shocked by the things I was telling her. I'm not sure, guys. Um, but she did say that she can't take me in because she is only taking in patients, and she can't take out patients. And um, then she was like, no, in local clinics there are psychologists that you can get, and that they will take you in, and it's free, obviously, because it's a public. And then I went to the nearest clinic home, and I think they said the psychologist there resigned. And then I went to another one, um, just a distance from home. Um, it takes you from home. Um, they said the psychologist there's contract is finished, something like that. Remember, I'm in matric, and school is schooling me, and also me going to like consult. I'm also taking time from school. Um, I remember the psychologist. I mean, not the psychologist. The receptionist there. When she saw my letter, because you have to start on a GP, so a general practitioner has to like write um a letter for you to go to a yeah for you to like as a referral letter for you to get a psychologist. Then on that letter she wrote that I have suicidal idealizations. I didn't have suicidal thoughts yet. I had suicidal idealizations. I'd imagine myself, for those who don't know, I'd imagine myself like probably dying or being hit by a car, um or what if I'll just sit here and then my breath um is taken away like that. Because also one thing about anxiety, you lose your breath, you lose like your breathing rhythm, and you feel like you will die. So I had suicidal idealizations then. Yes. So I think when she read that, she just looked at me and she was like, please take it easy. And it was like, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but you're not helping me because um, I think it was like now 2 to 3 months looking for a psychologist. And I'm just like, you guys say we must seek help, and I'm here seeking help, and you are not giving me solutions. And she was like, I'll refer you to a place where I know there are psychologists and they're for free. And she was like, there's Jamestown Mental Health Clinic. And I was like, you see, my school is in Jamestown, because before me saying that, she was like, no, try another clinic, that's what they normally say. Um, and then she referred me to that place, and then we tried to do the research into where the place is. Um, and then we found the place, and then I went there. Then when I got there, they were like, you will need to start with a psychiatrist. Sorry. Then I was like, okay, no problem. They booked me for a psychiatrist, which took a month. Like the booking for first patients take a month for you to get the date. I didn't have a choice. Then eventually that date came, and I saw the psychiatrist, and then she diagnosed me with general anxiety disorder. And then she said that they must book me for a psychologist now. And then I got booked. I think for me to get a psychologist, it took another month and a half. Because yeah, like that's how much people seek help. And also because I think he only came 2 times a week, and also they were adults and also they were children. So yeah, one day was for adults, one day was for children. And then eventually then that date came again. You can imagine I'm waiting, and there's nothing that is getting better unless, except rather the tips that they were giving me to say, should it get hard, this is what you do, from that friend of my aunt's friend. Then I get to see the guy. Firstly, I was just like, okay, it's a guy. Okay, it's fine. Would have preferred a lady. And yeah, our sessions. We started our sessions. Our sessions were like once a month. Um, Guys, seeking help in public sectors is not easy. They were like once a month. Um, and then sometimes they I think, not sometimes, towards December, because me getting, just to give you the dates, me getting the psychiatrist date was like September. um then the psychologist dates first date was like October. So December I had more sessions, because obviously December you know people don't actually seek help. So there were a few people. Then we that's when I had like more sessions with him. However, he had to like leave to another clinic. Then he had to refer me. So with that psychologist, I like that he yes, he listened to me, and he was not like, he would listen to you genuinely, and you would sense that he's understanding what you're saying, and also um give you like ways in you getting out of a situation. And he would quickly spot, you know the things that you're struggling with, like, in as much as we would have like those sessions once a month. However, like probably two sessions he spotted that I like boundaries. And I was just like, and then we had to work on that. So there's just an example. So yeah, I remember then him telling me, Guti, I have to leave to another clinic. I was just like, bruh, really? And then he had to refer me to a local clinic near like my home. That one that they said the psychologist resigned. Turned out that the psychologist was him, and then he didn't resign. They moved him. However, there was another psychologist there. Funny. Then then what happened was I had to move to the local clinic. Also, I was done with matric then, so it didn't make sense for me to go back to Jiniston. Um, so um, I then went to that local clinic and gave them that referral letter. When the process started, it's long, so I think it took a month for me to get the psychologist. Um, yeah, it took a month for me to get the psychologist. Then we started our sessions. I think also for me to get the second session, it took a month and a half. However, when we started like consulting, I think after the second session, I did tell her that I do think that time frames are not helping, because literally a lot was happening in my life, and you can't ask me what was happening in the past 6 weeks. I don't know where to start, and also the session is an hour. Hmm? Hmm? So I must talk all of that in an hour. So and then she understood, and she tried to like make it once a month, sometimes twice a month. um I did also feel like it was not enough. Also, I think she was the first person that understood um my history with psychologists and me finding help. And I was just like letting her know that I do feel like the system of South Africa is failing us, especially because mental health is very like important, and it should be prioritized more. And how is it that medical doctors would come in every day, you know, in a clinic, but with psychologists, you can only find the psychologist in the clinic once a month, or rather, I mean, once a week. Um, that's their working days, because they have like different clinics of which they go to. And I'm just like, I was venting, and she tried to make sure that my needs in me getting therapy regularly happened. So we also started to have like Zoom sessions. So I'm not saying that when you say that to your psychologist, they will immediately say, some people will just say, that's how it is. Some will make sure that your needs are catered for. And then we started to also have like Zoom sessions. I like that she was very considerate, and I like that she would take time, to make sure that my needs are catered for. Um, However, and also I like the fact that I was heard, yeah, my emotions were validated and I was heard. However, I didn't like the fact that it was just only that, like she would not say, this is what I'm sporting, I'm sporting that you having this problem and I would like you to work on that, or this is how you work on this, you know. Apparently there's a difference between therapy and counseling. So one of them is you speaking and getting validated, the other one is them helping you through your character and whatever. I will share. And then um I was with her for that last year and this year early until I went to school. And then also, I don't know what to say this, but yeah, just for matter of honesty, um sometimes if she couldn't like probably fulfill her promise, she would not be honest, to say, s- sorry, I couldn't, she'd probably have reasons that you could see that are lies. So yeah, hey, these people are people at the end of the day, guys. So and then and then getting to varsity, then I went to the student counseling office. Then I like requested for one, and then we had our sessions. And I don't want to say so far he's the best, um, because I also said the first one, the one at Jimiston was the best. Um, I don't know. Let's not compare. I think I I think he firstly, you're here, um and what I like about the psychologist that I go to now, um he makes sure that you understand that you're doing things for you, so you put you first. Because um in us healing about things and around our lives and trying to make sure that we are better people, sometimes we make the inner self suffer because we want to make sure that we get over all those traumas, and we hard on ourselves, um, and end up fighting against ourselves. But the truth of the matter is that you should not do that. You are doing it for yourself, so you should also be able to speak to yourself in a nicer way, and speak to yourself like you're someone you are accountable. You're speaking to someone whom you are accountable for. So yeah, I think I'm not sure whether it's also where my life is, but I've seen the work that I've put in with the one that I have now. And also, me saying he's the best, I probably would be biased because um I do get sessions like almost every week. Um, yeah, when I want to, honestly, I can really go and get sessions unless he's on leave or something. So yeah, I think that is my journey with therapists. And also, what I wanted to share is that um, all of this, it's not about this. Yes, the psychologists matter, number one, and um, they do affect your healing. Um, However, the work that you put in also plays a huge role in your healing and in you getting to the state of health that you want, you know because in me getting those 1 month, twice a month, I had to make sure that I see myself through. And because at the end of the day, whatever that I'm dealing with, I'm dealing with it on a daily basis. And the psychologist is really here to help, but you do all the work. And when you get there, um, you do the most talking, and for them to understand what is happening, you kind of have to guide them. So I do think that therapy has been an interesting journey. However, I don't know, maybe because I knew what it could be, then that's why I made sure that I keep on trying until I find someone that I I like to work with, and also someone that um, does their job very well. Maybe it's because also I have passion for psychology. However, yeah, then maybe also that's why I understood. I'm sharing this, guys, because um, especially if you will seek help, like in the public sectors, you need to understand that these people are people, number one, and also the conditions of South Africa. I don't even know how much money is invested into mental health in the budget speech, but guys, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in our government. And I think also this is just an awareness. If you're not aware and was you just were like bumping into this video, um, and also if you had that thing of people are not seeking help, like just really go there on the dates where psychologists are there in your local clinic. You will get to understand that there are lines there, bruh, and yeah, it's not good. So yeah, self-help is, I do recommend it. However, I also do recommend therapy. I think um bit of both sustained me, um and it is important also for you to get to a point where you are not relying on therapy only. Should it be that your therapist can show up, you literally can show up for yourself. And yeah, it has been an interesting, beautiful journey. I don't know, Uguti, I will stay in therapy until when. I'm not sure. However, I'm still here. And also, what I've learned is that there is no ending, when it comes to um, thriving, rather, for mental health, being mentally healthy. There is no ending. Yes, you might be having this goal of getting over something. However, it doesn't end, because in as much as you experience life, one, and two, in as much as you are living, you encounter a lot of things. One, two, you encounter a lot of people, and you discover yourself more. And definitely there'll be something that you will need to work on. And also, yeah, so mental health is a lifestyle. So in as much as we got to understand that people who are in fitness, that's their lifestyle, mental health is also a lifestyle. So yeah, that's all I wanted to really share. Thank you guys for watching. I really want to drink water. I've been speaking. So thank you guys for watching. And I hope this helped. And if you got to this far, I don't know what to say. Comment mental health. Comment mental health. However, please, if you also got to this far, you please subscribe. Please like. Please share, guys. Please share my videos. Um, yeah, please share my videos. I would really want to see us grow as a family and as navigators. So please share my content. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching.